Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about God, and I'm joined by my mother. Hi.
Hi, Vishwa. Uh, yeah, tell me.
So, when did your relationship with God start, in your opinion?
My opinion, like when I was around 6 or 7, I saw a film.
Okay.
It was about Murugan,
Hmm.
um, and it was about his how he helped a devotee.
Just for context, Muruga is the brother of Ganapati, and he's the first son of Lord Shiva.
So when I saw that, I felt that he'll be there for me whenever I need in my life. I don't know. I have seen lot of movies, but that movie gave me the belief. It instilled the belief in me that whatever happens, God will be there
Hmm.
with you. So that was the first relationship I feel. That was the first one.
Yeah, so I'll tell it from my point of view as well. So when I was a kid in the early ages, I used to read a lot of stories about
Mm.
God, and in our family also, I think we really believe in God. So all the elders or my elder brothers used to tell me a lot of stories about God because they have lived in India. They are very, I feel they are much more closer because they're much closer to our elders.
Mm.
So they keep telling them stories and they give me a lot of that. So I used to believe a lot.
Mm.
Then I felt maybe when I was like maybe 15, 16, maybe I drifted a little away because I started seeing the real world, meeting different kinds of people, and I met a lot of people who are strongly atheist as well. So I was taking in their points of view as well. But then recently in this 2 years, I've developed again a strong interaction with God. So do you think it's important to first evaluate for yourself about the relationship with God and not just believe your parents in that aspect?
Yeah. In some point of your life you will get that connection
Mm.
that we can call it as different name, but you'll get a connection with a supreme power over you,
Yeah.
which you can't do. You will tend to believe that once you have the support of that power,
Mm.
you will be able to do that.
Yeah.
So when you get that, it has to, as parents we try to develop it in kids, but that won't go farther.
Yeah.
As you say, around the age of 13, 14, when they come into
Mm.
teens, they have their own belief system, and they'll start asking more questions.
And I think that's good. We should encourage that.
Yes. And there are many parents or many elders who might cut them off there.
Mm.
No, no, if why you are asking like that? No, you have to believe. They might say that, but if you actually, according to me, we have to allow
Yeah.
them to ask those questions, and how you found the connection
Yeah.
with God. They have to find that connection on their own.
Yeah. Like for example, like when I was in UK, I was trying a lot of times to be consistent. Get up in the morning, taking a bath and praying. But it was very tough for me. Like for 2 years, I kept struggling. But now, when I'm in Dubai, for the last 2 months, I can confidently say that I've been doing it on a consistent basis. So maybe I've heard this. I'm not sure if I'm correct, but I've heard this from my relatives and cousins that sometimes God keeps you a lot of distractions because I don't know why, but maybe it's because he's harder to get and he wants you to first show proper dedication towards him. So, what do you think toward in that?
Actually, as you said, discipline is one of the very important thing in anybody's life.
Hmm.
Once we start following it, when you see it as a further view, It'll be like, what is there in that? Get up in the morning, go have bath, and go and pray God. But when you start doing it, when you start doing it, the 5 days you'll do, and then you'll say, oh, okay, nothing happened. Why should I do? That mentality comes. But still, you overcome that and you start practicing something very very religiously. That is when discipline comes in your life, and by that way, to attain God and the supreme power, you have to have that discipline in your life. And the main thing you should have is, you should have the belief that whatever happens, he is there for us. That belief, you might get it from a, a particular person, a particular god whom you worship, or as a collective thing you will get it. But you should have it to make your life path easy. That what will happen is, you will understand that you are not the only person who decides everything in your life. You do your hard work, but there is a supreme power over you who is helping you.
And just for context, I think it's just a 10%. It's not your primarily, it has to be a hard work, but that extra bit or that extra bit of luck sometimes you need, maybe God will give you that. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And in terms of our religion, so we both follow Hinduism for interested people. And I believe in all religions. I think every religion, whatever like your belief should be, like, I think that's, I'm a big proponent of that. But so I have some interesting questions in terms of
Yeah.
religion as well. So, what do you think about people utilizing religion for personal gain? Like I've seen a lot of people, maybe Hinduism, use it to put other religions down, or even their religions doing that. So, what do you think of that aspect?
See, if you mainly see all the religious texts, what do they say? They say, help each other, believe in the. They never said that Allah or Murugan or Shiva or Jesus is the only God in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, they see it is the belief system of where you are born and where you are brought up. See, being a Hindu, I am a born Hindu.
Yeah.
I believe in my God, but I still go to church.
Yeah.
I had studied in a convent school, so I always go to. I used to always go to church. Now here in Dubai, every New Year, if we go to temple or not, because of the what do you say, the it'll be very crowded on Jan 1st. So we make sure that we go to the Gurudwara.
Yeah.
If you ask me, sitting in the Gurudwara for 5 minutes gives me the what do you say, the calmness which I really long for some time.
Yeah.
So coming back to your question, it's like, see, uh, you have to, if you want to follow a religion, the basic thing is read their texts.
Yeah.
Whatever religion you are following, just read it once. Does it say anywhere that the other religion is down?
Better.
None of the religious texts say that. If you understand the real essence of the religion and the way you have to follow it, the way we pray to God will be different in different religions. But they never said that this religion is bigger and this is slower. Nothing, none of the texts do that, or Vedas, Upanishads, none of them say that. It's all human made.
As we was talking about our relationship with God, so what is the experiences you have had personally where you have felt that you have really come in contact with God, and how did you feel?
Uh, I strongly believe in the wording that uh, when God can't be everywhere, there will be, so He will send somebody
Mm.
to you. Uh, okay, so I really believe in that. So, to tell you maybe one incident, it was like there was going to be a puja in my house, and that was the first time our Guruji was coming here, and he is going to do a puja in my house. Okay, and that time I had to go with him for some visiting some places. So actually, whenever I try to say something is happening, okay, I'll tell you a different. Uh, as you say that whenever they say no, there can't be, God can't be everywhere, so He sends you someone at the correct time. So what happened is, once I was dropping you from school to school and coming back. So when I was coming back, I my car tire burst. Okay, and that day, so so I was in the middle of the road, and it was in a very crowded road. So I had to drive the car, which was one tire was broken, and I had to take it to the nearby place wherever I could put hazard and stand, right. So there I was standing there, and I had called the recovery person, and they were coming. So the tire burst is one of the things where when you do it in a speeding car, it is really dangerous, right? So when the tire burst, got burst, that time I was driving fast. Then I had to stop somewhere, so I stopped. So I had called the recovery person, and he was a Malayali. Okay, so he took the phone and he told that, okay, madam, are you safe and all? He asked, and I told, yeah, I'm fine and all. I told him, and immediately he told that today is article Devi Koil Pongala. They do. It's a very famous thing in Trivandrum.
Yeah.
And so he told that today I know surely nothing would have happened to you today, because today's article Pongala, her day, she will not allow any of her bhaktas to suffer. So that is when I realized that I didn't even realize that day was Atikal Pongala. So when he told that, then I realized that, oh yeah, that as that I believe in all the gods, and so then I thought that, oh, maybe she is my what do you say, savior god always, and maybe she is my Ishta Devam or something, like the connection I have with a lot. Saying that, I don't know, somehow that the connection with her, when I talk to you today about this, I realized that, oh, maybe she is my Ishta Devam or something. But I never realized that till today. And as a what do you say, as a strong believer in God, and my Kuladevam, as you know, is Tipanjamman. So she is also a form of Devi, and now I realize that maybe she had stopped it, right. It could have happened anytime. That tire burst could have happened when I was in the 100 my speedometer was showing 100, but it happened when I was slowing down, so the impact was very less. In fact, I was not hurt or anything. Only thing was I had to go there, and nearby, you just think it's like not even 50 meters, I had a petrol pump.
Oh.
So the guy who called me, when I sent him the location where to pick me up, he told me that near your place there is a petrol pump.
Oh.
When I sent him the location, he told that just within 15 meters you have a petrol pump. You go there and get your things done.
Okay.
That idea, I can see the petrol pump, but I didn't think that time. I called your dad, he also didn't tell me. But see, some random guy who had to come and collect the a car from that place, he gave me that. And his starting was today is her day, she will not let anything
Yeah.
bad happen to you. So I had lot of interactions and connections like this in my life, throughout my life, but this is the one. I think this is the one she wants me to tell to during my and your first podcast. That's what I believe now. So, do you have any such? No.
Like I think I'm just like in the starting of the journey. So
Yeah. So actually, what happens is, throughout your life, you might be having so many interactions. Till you ask today, that was not in my head. Top priority was not that. I wanted to tell something else, but when we started recording that, some kitchen, some whistle happened. So then I realized that no, this is not the one that she wants me to tell in the first podcast. This is not the time for that.
And like just for context, I know you guys might be thinking, oh, it might have been like a coincidence or something like that. Because I think it's important to give to the both points of view. But I would just say maybe once you go in that journey and you're at a certain point, maybe you're then capable of understanding what's happening. So I think it's fine. Like now you can, it's a personal thing. So I think each one to their own. It's your belief. Maybe other people don't believe it. Maybe if they are in that level, they'll believe it.
Yeah, see, maybe 10 years down the line, if I ask you the same question, you might have something to say.
Yeah.
Which happened, the incident I'm saying you is happened in my life like 15, 20 years back, 15 years back, when I dropped you to Millennium.
Yeah.
So imagine how old it is. So certain things, they are always there to safeguard you. And until you see them, you can't realize.
Yeah.
It is a maturity. I feel it's about age and the maturity you get in life. And in certain instance, it'll be like flower, like it'll be like a slap on your face. That's when you realize that, oh my God, yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
And it is not me, it is not the coincidence, it is something above me which is making these things happen.
Yeah.
It's not at all in your control.
Okay. And in terms of, you already said like your most favorite god is, or like the god which gives you the most closest connection is.
See, as I told you, until I tell you this, I what to say? I didn't realize that she is my Ishta. Okay.
What is Ishta for context?
For contests, it will be like, see, you have you give that power a lot of name. Okay, each rupam of God, each form of God has different powers in Hinduism. Okay, so Ishta is that God who comes instantly.
Okay.
to you. Okay, lot of people it'll be Krishna, Muruga, Anjaneya. See,
Anjaneya is Hanuman.
yeah, Hanuma. See, for a long part of my life, I thought I still am thinking that Anjaneya is. Whenever I say it or something like that, whenever I have to utter a word, it will be like Anjaneya used to come to me. Now it has changed to Baba. Shirdi Sai Baba is there, no? It has changed to Baba. All my experience I wanted to tell is about him, but he didn't want that. So I don't know. Now I think I was under the impression that he is my Ishta.
Yeah.
Okay, who comes to me immediately and helps me out. See, there are like when I say this also, see, like there are like lot of see, one God will come to your life and he will show the way to your Ishta.
Yeah. Like he's a guide and
He'll be guiding you to your Ishta Devam. Ishta Devam is the one who comes, as I told you, who comes instantly and who has the connection with you. Not only because of this birth, I feel. It should be like you had a connection with him or her in your previous janams also. Hinduism believes in
previous births. Yeah.
previous birth. So I feel that your atma will have that connection with that supreme power. So that's why they come in our life in some way, sometime or other. They will come, and there are lot of people in the world who don't realize that. But I feel I am so blessed, and I'm so what do you say that I'm so blessed with people who are around me, and who my parents and my the house where we went, my in-laws or everybody who had that belief in me and who had that belief in God. So it has passed on. It didn't go away from me, and I really feel I'm really blessed to have the power which is guiding me throughout.
Okay, so that's in relation to this. So, like you talked about the personal interaction with God, and I think that's great. Like, but what do you think about? So there are a lot of these pujaris, or a lot of people who are very high in that, I would say, chain of having really good, strong connection with God, and then people going to them like for service, right? Um, the one thing I feel is that shouldn't the whole purpose of religion is for your personal connection, right? So why do we need someone else?
See, if you say, um, okay, if you want to learn a subject, okay, you need a teacher for it.
Yeah.
You can't learn it on your own, right? If you think that you don't need a teacher also, there will be somebody somewhere who's teaching you that. If you say today's digital world, somebody is teaching you that, right?
Yeah.
If it's a software also, it's teaching you. So there is some medium there, right? So you certain powers are they are so powerful that you can't tap to them
So
directly.
they act like a
They
mediator.
act like a medium for us to until you attain that stage.
Okay.
Until you attain that stage, you need somebody to talk to God
So
for you.
here it's fine. Okay. This point is fine. But I've noticed that a lot of people start taking major life decisions or even simple decisions after asking them. So I think isn't this a dangerous precedent? Because I think the whole aspect of life should be you deal with the repercussions of your own decisions, right?
Yes.
So when you start doing this, aren't you giving a major control of your life to the other person?
Okay. You are saying it this way.
Yeah.
Okay. I will ask you one more question. Okay. If you see a fire, okay, so that you walk there, there will be fire. Okay, if you can't see, you are in a turning, and you can't see that fire, somebody else can see that. He's in that position to see that. Okay, so what is wrong in asking him that, can I, is that path safe?
Okay, see, that's fine. See, the only thing is asking a parent or relative or a friend is different than asking him because his values, or it can be she also, I'm not, their values or what their opinions are will play a bigger role in your decision than someone else saying it,
See,
right?
there are two parts to it. Okay, first is maybe he's fake. He or she is fake. You don't know.
Yeah, because like we can't say because there's so many cases we are seeing recently, right? So in that.
So that is true. That is a risk. Okay, but see the other part, that you are not in that vintage point. Okay, to see what is going to happen. But he or she is. Okay, so as I told you, the earlier whatever the incidents what I told you, it is the same, right? I can take it as a coincidence, or I can take it as a way that God is telling me that I am there with you.
Yeah, the only thing is, see, these religions are according to their perspective also.
No, when you say that, it is not according to, when you believe that it is according to their perspective, there is no question there. You should not ask. If it's their perspective, what you are getting an answer, there's no point. Like, we all will have different opinions, right? So it doesn't matter. But why you are asking them that is because you think that you have the belief that they are in that vintage point. Until you have that faith in them, you should not ask them.
Okay.
Okay, and there are two parts to it. As you say that we can't trust everyone 100%. See, they might see in many situations, that they tell you something, but you may not be able to follow it. That is what you say, that whoever tells you, whoever comes, only the supreme power can pull you out of that situation.
Yeah, like for instance, just like suppose you want to buy a house in one area, example, and you strongly believe in it. You're like, this is going to be a big investment and all. But they are saying that God is not giving me the right sign. Something unfortunate might happen, so we advise you not to. So even if you're strongly believing in it, this will create a major doubt.
Then what will happen is, when you have that belief in them and they are telling you this, then you will believe that they are in that vintage point where they can see something. And if you really, really like it also, if you ask me, I will not go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, because in life, as you do your karmas, your future is determined.
What is karma just for?
Karma is the things you do. Okay, if you help somebody, if somebody is really in need of money, or they are in a very dangerous situation in their life, you are helping them. That's a good karma. Right? And that is good karma. Okay, and there will be situations that you will have money and he really needs money, and you will not have the mind or thing to do it. That's not a bad karma. That is, it's not a tick in your karma. Okay, and there is one more part where you know that he is in suffering. You have the money, you're not ready to give, and somebody else is willing to give him the money, you're stopping that.
Oh.
Okay, that is bad karma.
Okay.
If he is doing, you are not willing to give.
Yeah.
Okay, leave them be. Let them do it. Stopping them also, it's not a good deed, right? Karma is just a deed thing. What you do.
Okay. So, like, yeah, I just feel that those kind of situations are a bit tricky because um, in that I really, when other people say, when the opposite point of view say that you're placing your life into someone else and giving them the bigger decisions, I think also part of life is that excitement or that journey should be you discovering yourself, right? And if this is coming in, maybe I feel maybe after 30, 40, I understand because the stakes are much higher, right? You have your family to take
That's what
after.
I was about
Yeah,
to
then
tell
I
you.
understand maybe.
With
But
your age,
I think if you're 20 to 30, and I think you should discover yourself. Then you can go.
see, again, I'm telling you, it's like they are in the vintage point. There is a fire there. They can see it. You can't see it.
See, part of it is like you experience going into the fire so that you realize by yourself that next time I won't make that decision. Because if you experience something bad, failures or rejections happen to everyone.
Yeah.
They only make you stronger. So
Yeah. It is not like it's not like, see, that as you say, there is a fire there. You but there is a way to just go along the near the fire, and you will not get hurt. Maybe
no,
minimum
see, but
time
the
of,
thing is,
you are saying that
yeah.
minimum hurt will happen. I will recover from
No,
it.
but the thing is, if you avoid this one time,
Uh-huh.
then every time to avoid the fire, you're relying on someone. But if you go through it once,
See,
you will evolve.
it depends. It depends, right? If that fire is going to kill you,
Yeah.
if that fire is going to kill you, there is nothing left. There is nothing left. Okay, you have to take all these guidance which you ask. You have to take it as hand holding,
Okay.
and certain decisions you have to take. Okay, see, for example, I'm telling you, if somebody wants to uh, marry a person, okay, and you are going and asking your guru, okay, they are saying that it's perfect, huh? And before marriage you are coming to know that they have some issue, okay, guy, girl, anybody, okay. You so as a parent, what will you say when you as soon as you know the thing, that either you take the decision or you leave it to them, okay. So whatever happens, it's their fate. Still that they have a problem, you are leaving it there, okay. I confused, no?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the question?
No, I was just saying. So basically,
Okay, that
relying on.
oh wow, somebody.
No, because I've seen also personally a lot of my friends or a
Huh.
lot of relatives that um, like they have wanted to take in some other decision, but someone has advised them not to, and it has turned out
Are
to
you
be.
saying this someone else is really qualified person, or
No, no,
it
no.
is
Like,
just Swamiji
no,
type?
it's their belief that they are qualified. Now I can't verify it.
Okay. Do your belief that they are qualified,
No,
or
I don't know because like it's their connection with the
okay,
Guruji,
okay,
so I can't comment on it.
okay.
But they have believed that Guruji is very strong for them, and they have taken maybe wrong decision or they wanted
How
to
do
do
you know
something.
that the decision was wrong?
No,
Is my
maybe they
question.
wanted to take another decision which they felt
Huh.
would give them more in terms of maybe job or like education wise, but the decision they ended up taking was not as desirable in their point of view. So
Okay.
I'm just saying that
Okay.
maybe your
Okay.
relation with your Guruji is amazing. But in that aspect, it's a very complicated,
It's very subjective.
subjective thing.
Actually, it is very subjective thing. Until you believe in the person whom you are contacting, if your belief is strong, you will believe that, yeah. Okay. And if your belief is not strong, then first of all, you should not go to that person.
Yeah.
If your belief is not great. And if you are not, here the problem I think is the parents will be having belief in that person,
Yeah.
and the kids will not have belief in that person.
Yeah, because kids have never interacted.
Because that's what. Because you have not seen what the parents have seen. You can even say that something happens or something, like we advise you, right? Like that, we think they will advise us. You understand?
No, see,
You are thinking that, okay, you are my parent, you have the eligibility to, you have the qualification to.
No, see,
this
that's
thing,
all
no?
good. Like from your point of view, you guys are correct. It's going good for like you and you having.
See,
but the only thing
the
is
repercussion, the after effect, what you think would be best for you would not be best for you after 10 years when you look back into it.
See, that's the only thing I'm saying. At least in your 20s to 30s, at
Yeah,
least in that,
20s to 30s,
if you're
generally
relying
they
on,
don't believe.
yeah, if you're relying on someone else, I don't think it's the right thing. I think
Yeah,
life
that
is all about
see,
gathering
that
those
is
experiences.
that is because 22 and 45.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying that.
Is the only thing. But I also don't agree with blindly going with somebody else's decision. It's your life, you have to own it a little bit, but you can always take a guidance from others, is what I feel. All these people who have they have attained a little more edge than you, right? That's why you have the belief in them. You must have undergone something in your life which you makes you feel that they know better than me. If you have a doubt, you go and ask your teacher or whoever taught you, whoever you think can make me understand this subject better, you go and ask them, right? It is like that. You have to see it like that.
No, the only
But
thing,
I don't.
yeah.
I do agree that you should not blindly go with it.
And I just think you learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
If you make a decision you regret it, next time you will be wiser.
I will tell you one more thing. Okay, if you want to, if your parents are telling you not to do it, okay, and as kids you will be doing something or other which whatever your parents will say no, you will not agree, right? So you will be doing. But 99% when you do like that, you will regret.
See, that is not.
Wait.
No. See, you can't quantify it like that.
Okay.
See,
I will tell in my experience.
Yeah, see, your point perspective, you might be
when
right.
I was in your age, okay, and my elders told me don't do it. I have not tried so many things which people have told not do it, but whatever I have tried, I have failed there.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. So you tried, you failed, right?
Yeah.
So in
That is
our
what
generation,
I'm saying.
let them try, let them fail, they learn on their own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Provided we tell you guidance, we give you this, we give you that, we give you everything, you will do certain things which are not supposed
Like
to,
for example,
according to us.
like so example, my sisters, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tell a lot of things which I've seen in life or which I know is going to happen in college, and we advise, right? But eventually they will have to learn on their own.
But do you think that they'll 100% stay by whatever you say to
No,
them?
they won't. That's what I'm saying. Even if you say they won't.
It's our duty to tell.
Yeah, see. Yeah.
It's your liberty is there, right?
You can tell. Yeah. But you should not enforce it. That's the only thing.
As a parent, see, as a parent, we feel certain things are not good for you. Okay.
See, you can advise and
Yeah, that's
enforce it,
what
but you can't be
we are
like.
not taking a stick
No, I'm
and
not saying
coming
that. I'm not
behind you,
saying that,
right?
but a lot of parents do that.
Nowadays, no
No,
parents does
but
that.
we maybe no. I'm not saying our thing. I'm just saying generally,
Hmm.
there's still a lot of family. If the kid only doesn't
Now
believe
you
in
know
it,
what is the current thing. What they parents have to eat, kids decide. What they have to, what kids have to learn, they only decide.
yeah, okay, that's fine. Let them
That's
learn.
fine for you.
That's what I'm
But it's
saying.
going overboard now.
See, there should be a balance, okay. But
Ah,
I'm just saying, don't force a lot of things. Let the kids develop and see.
you are asking for yourself.
I'm not saying for myself.
I never.
But see, like you may, like a lot of people might have told me, keep going. You should pray. You should pray. You should pray. But until I fully believed in it won't happen, right?
Correct.
So that's what I'm
But
saying.
did the people say
Yeah.
stop
No.
saying
No.
it?
No.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Maybe it's a sign that you have to do it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
But until the guy fully believes
Yeah,
in
but
it,
if I stop telling you that, how
no,
will
no,
you do
yeah,
it?
yeah. You see, you're
That is the
telling is fine.
point.
You're telling is fine.
Ah,
But I'm just saying when
see,
people are like, if you don't do it, you will suffer in life and all.
that is a way of making you do it.
I don't know.
Okay. As parents, it's our duty to tell you. As kids, your duty, because we also know while telling, we know that 100% you are not going to
See, but
obey
see,
it.
when parents are telling, they
Ah.
also, I feel they should remember that they were kids at one point of time,
We clearly know.
and you
We
guys.
clearly
So
know.
you should. How can you expect,
We clear
especially in this
see
new
the
generation?
beauty is that we clearly know that when we tell you 100 things, only 10 things you are going to
Yeah.
do, but still we do it because as a parent it's our duty to do
So I think that's a good way to end
it. Yeah, that's a good way to end the
before any
thing.
fights happen. So you guys let me know what do you guys think about God. Do you believe in it? What have you learned from the podcast today? And suggest any good names for our podcast.
And this is
I'm
Vishana.
Vishwa, and this is my mom.
Hi.